this from my perspective. I've lived in New York before, and from what I've seen and heard, what exists now is not the New York I remember just 5 years ago. It's not the same place. So it became about that. Just the various factors in rent as well, like between rent and crime and politics and over governance, and just things are crazy. And now I'm seeing these Wild West some stuff happened with my family, some crazy drama that maybe one day I'll make a video about, long after the dust is settled, because I've sort of washed my hands of the situation, but I ended up going right back to where I was last year, mentally and physically. Like, I was having chest pains, I was having panic attacks at work again, I was having elevated blood pressure, and I started to become obsessive about checking have those physical